What's up, you guys? So I just got in a argument in the comments. Somebody called me a casual, and I'm like, how can you call me a casual? I make videos about the UFC like 3 times a week. I watch every single UFC event. How am I a casual? In what world am I a casual? And you know what? It made me so mad. I just decided I'm gonna just double down and make the most casual video you've ever heard in your life. I'm doubling down. What are you gonna do now? Call me a casual? I just called myself a casual. I'm gonna show you what makes you a casual. Today we're ranking the biggest yappers in the UFC. Yup, has nothing to do with fighting, has nothing to do with technique. We're just talking about how much they talk. And our first yapper, I'm gonna put him as an S tier yapper. Bryce Mitchell, baby. How y'all like that, huh? If you're a hardcore, you probably just got a migraine just started. For all the hardcore guys, I don't know what even makes you a hardcore. But Bryce Mitchell's definitely a yapper. Bryce Mitchell is no telling what the heck this man's about to say. I've heard he'll be talking about cows' breast milk, then the earth being flat, then the Quran, and then all of a sudden you watch and he's jittering because he just got knocked out in the UFC. I listened to a podcast from him. I'm like, oh, let me hear a little bit more about him. He's talking about how he dated a witch, how he has a farm now, how he's a devout Christian. I'm like, bro, what? How are those all three? Like, is this 1692? What are you talking about? You dated a witch, you're a devout Christian, you live on a farm. Bro, this isn't like, you're not a pilgrim, you know? But let's continue. He's definitely an S tier yapper. I'm gonna go with a B tier yapper. I'm just gonna put Charles Oliveira on here because if you speak English, you probably don't understand. I mean, I speak English and I don't understand. But when you watch him and the way he talks, dude talks like he talks fast. He's one of those guys. I feel like if you get him going, dude talks like the Roadrunner. And it's like 1,000,000 miles per minute. I was listening to him today. I was like, dude, this is like, he talks the equivalent of how Bad Bunny speaks Spanish. He speaks Portuguese. You just gotta listen real quick. Just listen how he's saying. He'll be like,
poder vir agora nesse momento na sua fase,
fazer.
pra você deixar o seu nome gravado ali, isso é muito importante, é muito
Você.
top você tá no meio das grandes lendas, como eu falei, eu cresci minha vida inteira vendo esse cara lutar e...
Next yapper. See, I know, dude, if you're a hardcore, you're pissed off right now. You're pissed off. I'm doing this. I'm doubling down, bro. I'm doubling down. This guy, he's not really a yapper. Tom Aspinall, you know, I'm a nice guy. I like to go and eat some sausages, blood sausage, and baked beans over toasted bread. You know, he's just a chill guy. I put him on here. Maybe I'll put him in B tier because he has a YouTube channel. He's been popping up a little bit more. What's my opinion on snow globes? You know, just giving like stupid things. I don't care what Tom Aspinall's opinion is on snow globes, but he'll have who are my top 10 favorite Fury brothers? Tommy, Tyson, I think that Nick. You know, I just like silly stuff. So he be yapping, but not too much. Bo Nickel, I'm gonna put him on here. He's also a guy. No. So Bo Nickel, he doesn't talk a lot, but he has a podcast. And every time I see his podcast, I'm like, why do you have a podcast? You know, like I get that you're a legendary college wrestler, and I get that you're one of the greatest college wrestlers of all time. And I get that you whooped everybody in Texas when I was wrestling in Texas, and okay. And I get that now you're undefeated UFC fighter. Okay, maybe you should have, and I get that you're best friends with the president of the United States. Okay, maybe he should have a podcast. Maybe it makes sense that Bo Nickel has a podcast. But he do be yapping. We need a bigger yapper. I'm gonna put a bigger yapper on here. Let me get y'all right. See, that's a yapper right there. That's a yapper. I think, guys, at this point, does this even count as MMA YouTube? I'm so casual. This video is so casual. Stephen A. Smith could do it. Actually, I don't even think that's crazy. If you really think about it, I don't even think Stephen A. Smith could do this video. And that's the bullcrap. Because, like, if a ESPN guy don't know who Charles Oliveira is, you think Stephen A. Smith knows who Charles Oliveira is? One of the greatest fighters of all time? He don't. I do. I listened to an hour of his interview today. But I'm a casual, huh? I'm a casual. Should I release should I tell y'all the guy who was arguing with me? He actually has an MMA channel. I think I found my first op. He called me a casual. I'm pissed off, bro. I'm pissed. But dude, Henry Cejudo wasn't even talking about Henry Cejudo for the whole time. Henry Cejudo definitely is a yapper. He's definitely A tier. He talks more than him. He needs to shut up. A tier is for the people who you're like, needs to shut up. When you see this guy and you're like, please don't continue speaking, that's A tier. And because of that, I'm going to put Kevin Holland on here. Once again, I don't know if Kevin Holland has like a YouTube channel or podcast. I don't follow him that well. But recently, guys, did you guys see him on the Jackson podcast bucking up with Rampage? Did y'all see that? At first, I was watching it. I was like, dude, this guy is fearless. Like, he was looking Rampage in the eye, ready to fight. He's like, nah, I want to fight you right now. You don't know what a 45-70 is? You don't know what a 45-70 is?
If it's not a 45-70 that we're shooting across the room, trying to see who hits the target, I'm not worried about it. Do you know what a 45-70 is?
No, I don't.
Okay, then shut the fuck up.
You'll tell me shut the fuck up?
Yeah. Because you don't understand what a 45-70 is.
So a lot of people have been sharing their opinions on that. I feel like that is definitely annoying. Like, at first I was like, oh, he's fearless. Oh, he's really tough. But then I was like, no, it's kind of just annoying. Because why would you even go on the podcast if you're just going to be antagonistic? Maybe that's why he did. But what's funny is he went on the cast and he was antagonistic, and then the video don't even have a lot of views. Like, the Arman Sarukian video has already more views than his video on the Jackson podcast. So it didn't work. If it was a publicity stunt, it didn't really work. But yeah, Kevin Holland, he does need to shut up. He needs to lock in. Who's another guy we need to... Dude, shut up, bro. I don't even want to talk about John Jones. Bro, shut up. Ain't nobody trying to hear why you don't need to fight Tom Aspinall. Just fight him, bro. Don't nobody want to hear your legacy. We've overdone it, dude. We're done. Dang, this is getting kind of negative. This video is kind of negative. Let's do some positivity. What's a yapper we can all get behind? Let me look. I think a yapper we can all get behind.
Nate the Train in the UFC.
Nate Nate the Train Landwehrmeyer. I remember the first time I heard him, my friends were like, hey, listen to Nate Landwehrmeyer's post-fight interview, but close your eyes and you're going to think it's a black guy. And dude, he sounds like a black guy in his post-fight interview. I don't even know if he's like Cajun or Creole or nothing like that. But I feel like it's a good vibe. Every time he's talking, every time he's yapping on the, I'm like, no, don't take the microphone from him yet. I want to hear. Let me hear. Which is a big difference from like if John Jones or Kevin Holland is talking, I'm like, yeah, you can take the microphone. DC, what's so funny, DC, as he's saying the person's name, he's walking away. It's kind of funny. He'll say, Nate Landwehrmeyer, everybody, thank you very much. He's already back turned, walking back to get his sandwich.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Nate.
What's another yapper? We need more positivity. Here, let me get some more positivity before I get back hating. Here's another yapper. Dustin Poirier is a certified yapper. I'm going to put him right behind Charles Oliveira for another time in his career. But Dustin Poirier, he's one of them guys, when he gets on the mic, he always, dude, it's like a 3-point sermon. He's like, first of all, I want to give honor to God. Second of all, I want to thank my family. Third of all, I want to thank the pastor of the church for giving me this opportunity. Okay, like, come on, dude. Okay, come on, let's go. Third, I want to say that my charity is doing very well, and I'm going to donate a portion of my proceeds to my charity. Okay, Dustin. Okay. Third, I don't know if this is my last. Okay, bro. Dude. Still talking, dude. He just be yapping, bro. But he's likable. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, let's get on. Who's fighting next? Is it, Let's get another. Here, we're going to get an anti-yapper. Here's an anti-yapper.
Come on.
Bro don't even speak, like, he doesn't speak English. And this shows you the dichotomy of man. the diversity of man. In Portuguese, Brazilian man, right? You have the just the bronze, right? You have that guy, and then you have Shamba. You have talking a million miles per minute. One of these guys, he has so much energy, it's like it makes you uncomfortable, you know? And then you have this guy who, you know, you don't even know if he's like fully, is he okay? Like, is he okay? Someone put him in the cage and lock it. Like he don't talk.
Shama.
He don't talk. Here's another guy who does not talk. Dude, Peter Yan. Tell me what Peter Yan's voice sounds like. Here, I'll give you a second here. You never heard Peter Yan talk in your life. What does his voice sound like? Don't even know, bro. Here's another guy who you do not know what his voice sounds like.
Huh?
Bro, what does Ankalaev sound like? Don't nobody know what he sounds like. I know what he tweets like. He tweets perfect English. He's sassy with the tweets, man. He's like a teenage girl with these tweets. But in terms of his voice, I don't even know. Does he speak? Now let's get a good guy. You want to show someone you want to know how to break someone on the mic? I'll show you how to break someone on the mic. Dricus du Plessis, he doesn't yap a lot, but what he says, it stings. So we're going to put him in B tier. I'll put him in C tier. Because he really isn't much of a trash talker, but it's quality over quantity with Dricus du Plessis. Here's another guy, I'm going to say quality over quantity. Derek Lewis doesn't talk that much. People put a mic in his face every second because they want him to say something funny. But he really doesn't talk that much. He doesn't have a podcast. He doesn't have a big following, like an Instagram. He don't have a YouTube. He's not, sitting on his couch reacting. Oh, dang. Oh, he knocked him out. No, dude, you think he's not doing all that.
My balls was hot.
Let's get another certified yapper. Oh, bro. This definitely a please stop talking. Jamal Hill is definitely a please stop talking, man. Bro, if he didn't talk, I'd still be like a huge fan of him. It was just because he would make these videos defending himself all the time. I'd be like, bro, come on, dude. I'm not watching the whole podcast to get your take on why you lost. Just train, dude. Anyways. Okay, so here's a guy, Paddy the Batty. Where do you guys think Paddy goes? I think he's an A-tier yapper. And I just watched, I gotta find it. I'm gonna put the link up here. Or just the screenshot here. I watched this documentary on Ilia Topuria, and it completely changed my mind on Ilia Topuria. Like, I had no idea he was a rags to riches guy. I had no idea Ilia Topuria was like in the war. I remember 2008 hearing about the Georgia-Russia invasion. But it never occurred to me that there was another kid my age in that war zone who his parents had to leave him and his brother alone. And then all they had was Greco-Roman wrestling. And then they moved to Spain when they're 16. And then they drop out. And then they become world champion. Like, bruh. And so I say all that to say, Paddy the Batty, he had some tweet where he said like, oh, you Georgians are filthy animals. No wonder Russia invaded you. When I saw that is why Ilia Topuria doesn't like Paddy the Batty, I lost so much respect for Paddy the Batty. I don't know how you say that to somebody, but yeah, not to get political. Speaking of political, here's the thing. America, we are a country known for our freedom. And these freedoms, as me and Michelle have spoken about, are under threat by this guy who looks exactly like me and fights in the UFC. All right, so yeah, this guy, I don't know what he sounds like, but he looks like Obama, and I got to use my Obama impression. So there we go. Adesanya, I'm going to put him right here in the podcasters. I'm going to put him right here with the podcasters. He always has some silly one-liner, but, he doesn't really yap a lot. He keeps it short and sweet. Ian Gary, definitely A-tier. Shut up. Oh, my gosh, bro. I don't care how much fun you had at Shoot the Bucks. Like, I don't care how qualified your wife is, how powerful she is, bro. I will give him, like, I respect him a lot for taking the Shavkat fight. He's game. Like, he took the L like a champ. He stepped up to the challenge. He fought the boogeyman, and he almost, it was a pretty close fight. So respect to him, but he do be yapping. I mean, we gotta be honest, brother. My bad. Let me, brother. Okay. Islam, he's hilarious, bro. Islam is so funny.
Brother, honestly, I can do many things.
Brother. All right. Who's another yapper? Dude, Bilal Muhammad be talk. Oh my God. Bro, he could talk the ears off of corn, Brand. He could talk the ears off of corn. Bilal Muhammad is the type of guy to make your grandpa turn his hearing aids off. Like, jeez, man. I like him as a fighter, but come on, bro. You don't gotta I think he's doing good. He's a great welterweight champion, way better than Leon. We're not even gonna speak his name. Way better than who should not be named. Now, I got the 3 horsemen. It's not even 3. It's supposed to be 4 horsemen. I got the 3 horsemen of yapping. And when I put these guys on, it's going to be like no one else should have even been on this list, okay? We're about to hit the top 4 yappers in the whole UFC. Bigger than Gary, bigger than Paddy, bigger than Bryce Mitchell. Okay? Y'all ready for this? Number 4. Come on, bro. Colby Covington. Actually, no, he should be number 3 because number 4 is Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland talks a lot. He gets on the podcast. He's on Nina Drama every other episode. He's in people's comment section. Why do I always have to hear Sean Strickland's opinion on things? I don't need to know what Sean Strickland feels about the motorcycle industry. But for some reason, he's like, guys, here's the thing, guys. It's just total nonsense. I don't care, bro. Have an exciting finish somebody. How about that? Finish someone who's not Israel Adesanya in the first round. Okay, next person. This is the number 2 yapper in the whole. Oh, I didn't even talk about Colby Covington. Don't need to. Here's the number 2 yapper in the whole UFC. Right here. Money Moicano, baby. Money Moicano. If you don't follow Tony is Dead on Instagram, he made the funniest video today. I was laughing so hard.
And next, I want easy money. Paddy Pimbless, easy money. Don't come up with guys that are tough. I want easy fights.
Baby, you got something in your nose. Sniffing that.
But he has the most goated post-fight interviews of all time. Like, there's people who are really good at pre-fight interviews, like Drickus. No, Drickus is good at the press conferences. Colby's really good at the press conferences. Sean Strickland's good at the pre-fight stuff. And I'd say Paddy's good at the pre-fight. Moicano's good at the post-fight talk. He's the best post-fight press conference guy of all time. And then also Landwehr. You probably can guess who the number 1 guy is.
Hey, one more thing. Hey, you guys, I have to say this one more thing. And I am still talking after I fight. How about Jacuzzi? Now I send Umar back to Jacuzzi in Dagestan. I fight for all of Georgia. And I fight for Kicks MMA. And I fight for Serra Longo. Fighting. Hey, you guys, I just want to fight. I want to make rest. I broke my back and I have big cut on my shin.
Bro, always talking. And you know what's crazy? Right now, no matter who you are, no matter where you are in the world, and no matter what time it is, you can guarantee that Merab or Moicano is talking right this instant. 99% of the 99% chance that right this very second, what do you think, what word is Merab saying right now this instant?
Pickle. Vegetable soup.
Like, he could be saying anything. But yeah, man, that's my list of the yappers in the UFC. This is me doubling down on making casual content. Don't worry, I'm gonna make uncasual content later. But this was just a little quick. It's probably not gonna be quick once I edit. But thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for subscribing if you're new here. I'm just here to have fun, bro. I'm not John Anik, okay? I'm just having fun. I'm just talking about MMA. So y'all have a good night.